Hello guys, Save Live back again with another competitive moveset video. So today we're going to be going over the final Tapu, and this is Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele gets the ability Psychic Surge, boosting the power of Psychic type attacks while grounded, as well as being immune to priority attacks. This ability is absolutely phenomenal for both Psychic and Fairy, boasting immunities to Bullet Punch as well as Sucker Punch, which do trouble Psychic and Fairy respectively. So let's look into the stats. So first we have average HP, less than average attack, bad defenses, and then we have really good special attack, really good SPDEF, and then very middling speed tier. So when we look at the Psychic Fairy typing, this gives us a neutrality to Dark, which is pretty nice for Psychic, and as well as I stated before, an immunity to Sucker Punch. So now you can actually have something to check Bisharp, as well as something that can actually blow away Dark, not having much to switch into a Moonblast from this thing with base 130 special attack. And then on the Fairy side, we have something that can actually check Scizor and forces a 50-50 if you're choiced, but if you're Life Orb, then obviously it's a bit easier on you. So if you're choiced, it's a 50-50 between Hidden Bar Fire and Focus Blast, and if you get the right prediction, you can actually put a huge dent in their team. So let's look at the movesets. So unlike the other moveset videos that I did where I split it up based on types, this mon is pretty predictable in the coverage that it runs, but that doesn't make it any easier to deal with. So on the moveset, we're just going to be running like Psychic, Moonblast. Psychic is just your main stab, hitting super hard. This is basically Gardevoir 2.0, except you're not clicking Fairy coverage, you're clicking Psychic, and this thing hits so hard. You just have Psychic or Psyshock as your main coverage option. It's basically on preference. You see what works better for you, and then you run it, and that's all you have to do, really. So all of its other coverage options hits everything that Psychic doesn't. Psychic being immune to Dark, but Moonblast being able to hit that. Focus Blast being able to hit like Heatrans and stuff like that. Does ball both your stabs. And then you have Hidden Power Fire to actually straight up kill off Scizor, which can take a Psychic Moonblast and a Focus Blast and then do a huge dent to you with U-turn or Bug Bite. So the item here, we have Choice Scarf just to be able to outspeed as much as possible, max speed, max special attack so that we can hit as hard as possible. And if you didn't know, you can actually go to this thing and hit max all, and you can run max sorry, I'm a little bit sick, but we have 0 IVs, but we can actually still run max speed just because of Hyper Train if you didn't know. So this is literally everything. There's not really much reason to run like Energy Ball or anything like that, because this Psychic is just going to be hitting harder than that. It's similar to like Victini, where V-Crate hits harder than like a super effective Zen Headbutt. So there's not any reason to run anything but V-Crate and Bolt Strike, because that's all the coverage you need with a mon like that. So this thing hits really hard. We can look at Calculator. Let's just put something with decent defenses or something. Let's put like Mega Diancie, something like that, and then we'll put Tapu Lele and we'll give it Psychic. We'll show Psyshock and Psychic. So Timid, let's give it a Choice Scarf, and okay, that's not level 100. What? Jesus, look at that. Almost pretty much a death after rocks. You're literally killing Mega Diancie. And the thing is, in this meta, they run Naive Nature for they run Naive Nature because they run Diamond Storm, and they don't want to be taking more damage to priority, because like Diancie can take a Bullet Punch if you have not minus defense. So yeah, so you can actually kill it off with Psychic, which is actually amazing. After rocks, it's like it dies to Psychic, which is actually like crazy to think about. And then if you put on a Choice Specs, that's just packing on the power, like straight up. It's just dead, and it can't even kill you with any one attack if you're at full. So let's go to the next set here. Like literally, these sets do like different jobs, but they're both very good. Specs being a wall breaker, pretty much like destroying anything that doesn't resist with Psychic, and anything that does resist is taking a ton. So let's look at the calc right here. Let's put something that does resist that people would switch into you. Well, they can't really touch you, but this is just something with a good SPDF stat. So we have 110 SPDF, base 80 HP, Psychic doing 50 to 59% with a Psychic. Ridiculous. Let's put what's something that's decently bulky? Let's put Mega Abomasnow, right? Mega Abomasnow is pretty bulky. Yeah, and you'd run like max HP, full 100. Yeah, this thing's pretty bulky. Or Mega Purd or something like that. That'd be nice. So Spec Psychic does 82.8 to 97.6 to a Mon with 105 defenses and runs max HP, like with that, you know, base 90 HP. So 82 to 97. That is a roll after rocks. Actually, not a roll after rocks. It dies after rocks. That is absolutely crazy damage. That is absolutely phenomenal damage. That's like out of this world. This thing is like really one of the best mons that we got in Gen 7. So Psychic just hits so hard. You can hit Psyshock, but Psychic is hitting things so hard that you don't even care about anything that resists you. Similar to like Tapu Lele. So these last sets here are other options, but like these sets are definitely the sets you're going to be seeing the most and are probably the most competitively viable. So Assault Vest, we just have enough speed for Bisharps and stuff like that run in that speed tier, and then we just have odd HP so that we take less damage from rocks. You could run, nah, this is what you'd want to run just for speed creepers at that tier as well. And then you just have the same exact coverage options with that 394 special attack boosted by Psychic Surge, making your Psychic hit so incredibly powerful. It's ridiculous. So actually, I think this thing can check, like, let's check Lando Eye. That's something that actually gives Fairy a lot of issues because it can 2 KO Clef when it starts calm lining up, even at +1. So the most common Lando Eye set just runs Timid Life Orb. What is this Sand Force? Sheer Force, and then we have Sludge Wave. Sludge Wave does that much if you're not Assault Vest, but if we have this spread, and I think it's 104. Sludge Wave only does 46 to 55, and then we can just straight up kill it after rocks. Actually, no. We're modest. I think does it die? Yeah, it's a roll from full. And the thing is, Lando Eyes sometimes run Rock Slide, and they run Naive Nature. So if we put in Naive right here, it's dead. It's dead. 101 to 120. It's dead. That's crazy. This thing is so incredibly powerful, and it's just gonna shake up the metagame. So this says just Calm Mind, 3 attacks. You can kind of fiddle around with the coverage. Fairy would probably run this set just because Psychic hits like a lot of things, and you are walled by Sableye, but Fairy doesn't care about Sableye. So this just hits Scizor, and Focus Blast hits Heatran. I'm pretty sure this would like straight up 6-0 Steel if they don't have something like, well, they're gonna have something like, if you weaken their Metagross and their Jirachi, stuff like that, you can just straight up 6-0 with a set like this, assuming you hit Focus Blast as well. But yeah, these are just other options. But Specs Life Orb, or Scarf are the sets you're going to be seeing the most. So that is Tapu Lele. Amazing mod that we got Gen 7. Honestly, one of the best mods that we've gotten so far, and it's definitely going to make a huge impact on the Gen 7 Monotype meta. So make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.